Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
Hi everyone, Sue here at 1A Auto, and today we're putting our motor mount from 1A Auto in our '07 Mazda 6 2.3 liter. It is located over by the timing chain in the passenger side fender well. If you need this part or any other part for your car, click on the description below and head on over to 1aauto.com. First bolt I'm going to remove is the ground strap that is located on the housing of this motor mount, and that is an 8mm socket. And discard that strap over the side. Like I've done in the past, I like to put the bolts right back in where they belong, if at all possible. So now I'm going to have the main bolt that goes down through and these two engine support nuts. The studs are part of the bracket that are attached to the head. So before I start loosening anything up, I have to support my engine. And I'm going to do that by grabbing a floor jack and going underneath, and on the oil pan, I'm going to put a piece of wood on top of my floor jack, and I'm just going to support the engine enough. So I'm going to guide it down. I have a piece of wood on there. It is an aluminum oil pan, so you really don't want to put any metal on that, so a piece of wood is advised. So now that's it. I know that I can watch the mount, and I can watch the rubber bushing move up and down. So I'm not lifting the vehicle, I'm just supporting the engine. That's perfect. So now I'm ready to dismount my mounting bolts and take the mount out. I'm going to pre-spray some penetrating spray in here because those don't look too friendly. We got a little aluminum oxidization going on there. These two are 18, and that's an 18mm socket. I like to take my big 1/2-inch breaker bar. I'll break those free. You'll start to feel the engine kind of go down a little bit. If it binds up at all, if you feel like it's binding on you, then you're going to jack the engine up or down. It depends on the angle that it's forcing it. Of course I dropped it. And if you drop it, obviously, don't forget to find it. There we go. Okay, we're going to undo the main bolt. It goes down into the mount. See how that jerked a little bit? So now I'm going to want to go to my floor jack, and I'm going to jack this engine up, take some more pressure off of it. There we go. Now that mount, the bracket will move around easily, and I can take that off. Just grab firmly and pull it up. So I'm going to just set this aside because we have to reuse it on the new mount. You have 3 bolts that mount the mount to the inside body chassis. There's one here. This is a bolt, and then we have a nut on that stud, and then another bolt back there. These are 15mm. I'm going to break these free. See if I don't drop this one. Now you think I'm doing it on purpose. I'd like to say I am. Easy. Found it. That's the front bolt. Let's see if we can pull it out with the mount. I don't want to lose it. There's the back bolt. Now, because I have to manipulate it out from the ABS lines, you see how I did that? I tilted it out. So this is, the lines are in the way, so I can't go straight up. So I'm going to tilt it out this way. Once it's off that stud, tilt it up, bring it out. Here we have our old mount. So here we have our engine mount from our 07 Mazda 6 2.3 liter, and this is the new one from 1A Auto, and this is the factory one. Mount brackets are exactly the same. There's 3 of them total. Watch out for that. And we have, they're identical. They're not the same height, and there's a reason for that. This is defective. You can see straight in. The shaft is bent down. The rubber bushing internally has broken down. So the shaft is bent over. Look at the movement. I can move it with my own hand. That's not good. I can't even move that one. So this one is broken. So in comparison, I like the way this is built because of the sealed steel casing, and it's not just folded over with tabs. Can't wait to see how it works. So now I'm going to reinstall the mount, pretty much reverse procedure. I'm going to bring that in, nose in like that, line the stud up, line those holes up. Going to hand start the mounting studs into the sub body part, body frame, body chassis. Which one? Once again, 15 millimeter. There are torque specs for this. Put the nut. I'm going to torque these down before I put the top aluminum hat on. Just a little bit easier access to the back side. So the torque specs on the mounting bolts down on from the motor mount to the chassis is around 50 foot-pounds. You can go 52, 55. They give you a margin. Now I'm getting ready to put on the aluminum bracket that connects the engine cylinder head to the mount. Now it's a little off alignment. A lot had to do with that other mount. It was tilted and at an angle. So at this point, I think I'm going to jack the engine up a little bit higher and see if this falls down into place. There we go. Now I can start the nuts on the stud part. So now I'm going to put the main bolt on, just hand tight. These do have a torque spec to them, but we're going to put them on. We're going to bottom them out before we torque them down. Let's see, I'm glad it did that because it's going to show you the importance of altering, tightening items back and forth. That had to get seated. Now I'll get my torque wrench ready and we'll torque them down. Okay. So this is 18 millimeter socket and the torques on these three are 76 foot-pounds. So now I'm going to reconnect my ground cable. It's just the body ground. And just a little 6mm bolt. So the head on it is an 8mm socket. Snug it down. Now we are clear to lower our floor jack. And we're done.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.